Year-round indoor gardening. Evaluating the space for my new indoor garden. Hey growers, through these doors is something quite wonderful. Let me just open them up and give you a peek. You are looking at, ta-da, an old wine cellar. Oh, and it's in my new house, and I just got the keys this week. I have been dreaming about one day owning a house with an underground wine cellar for, about 20 years now. And finally, I have it. This space here is going to be converted into a year-round indoor garden. You can turn just about any space indoors into a garden. But this cellar benefits from being really well insulated given that it's underground and built into solid rock. Nice. The slightly arched ceiling you can see here is just over 9.5 feet, or 295 centimeters for any metric people out there. It's a little over 18 feet in length and just under 9 feet wide. So I have around 160 square feet of awesomeness here. Well, potential awesomeness anyway. The first problem I need to tackle is the damp. Now, as you can see, it's pretty bad on the far wall here. The paint has come away and I can just pick it off like this. Yeah. Ew. I need to strip the walls and either board them up with damp-resistant plasterboard or render. At this point, I'm not sure which way to go, and, I'd appreciate any suggestions from you lovely people. Now, the first thing I need to do is clean up in here. There's dust everywhere. The floor looks pretty sturdy, and, quite importantly, it's level. Oh, and what's that down here? Looks like a plant tag. Huh. Maybe I'm not the first person to grow in here. Plant pots, too. Anyway, these little alcoves are pretty neat. Maybe there's some room for some vertically mounted T5 fluorescents in those. What do you think? There are 4 things I ask myself when scoping out a location for an indoor garden. Number 1, where am I going to ventilate the hot air to? Now, fortunately for me, there's this disused old staircase at one end of the cellar. There could be some serious extraction possibilities up here, so let's take a look. Up we go, and look at that. There's a window out into the courtyard at the rear of the house. Perfect! I can vent directly to my private little space of the outside world, or I could knock a hole into my kitchen above and, use the hot expelled air to heat my house during the wintertime. Now, number 2, what about incoming air? Well, the walls here are a few feet thick, and they are solid as, a rock. So making holes is not going to be easy. And I kind of want to leave the doors intact and operational, but what about this little storage area just off the cellar? Let's take a look inside. See, it looks like this partition wall has been, added more recently. Listen to that. Sounds pretty hollow. I could bust through and create an intake from the adjacent room here, no problem. And it could be good for storing nutrient solution too. Let's check the other side of this wall. Yeah, we can make a hole in here easily. Now, number 3, where's my nearest water supply? You should consider drainage possibilities too. And I see water pipes nearby, so I could easily fit a handy tap with minimum bother. And finally, electricity. We will need plenty of it to power all the grow lights, fans, and pumps. I'll get a professional electrician in to set the garden up on its own ring main. And, we'll tackle that in our next video, because positioning of the sockets and locating my ballasts, those are all good topics by themselves. So, remember growers, this is your indoor garden, not just mine. I want you guys and girls along for the ride, so leave your comments, questions, and suggestions below, and don't forget to join us at justforgrowers.com or on our Facebook group. Until next time, this is one very happy and excited Everest out.